It's a lovely afternoon. We are already here, waiting to share from you. And let me hope you're ready. We are the mothers of this nation, of this world. And we feel so proud to be mothers. And what makes us to be wonderful mothers are the children that you see in front of you. We are so blessed to have them around us because they were created for us, and we were also created for them. So we are already here. We want to hear from our lovely children. I know they have a lot to share with us this afternoon. You just have to be ready, open your ears. If you're a mother, if you're a child like them, please, you're welcome. We want to welcome you in a very special way. Thank you for being part of this. Don't forget to subscribe. And then we have a lot. We have a lot to share with you in class. This is Madam Sylvia Ministries. Forget not that we have lessons. We have lessons. We have lessons on YouTube. Yeah, from Madam Sylvia, because I'm a teacher. Today our topic is we are leaving school as candidates. We have senior 4, we have primary 7 candidates who are soon leaving. And remember, we are breaking up soon next month. We are leaving school. We are leaving this level where we have been for years. I know this is the longest course. We have that of 5 years. We have that of 4 years at the university. We have this one for two classes, 2 years in nursery. And this is the longest course, primary, which has 7 years. Wow. The children are leaving one level, going to another. And I'm sure the devil is also waiting for them. That's why we need to be alert. We don't need to give him a chance at all. Should I call him it? Because it's a liar. And so we said, devil, you a liar. We are here to alert these people that you're somewhere waiting for these children. Yeah, the Lord is also here, because what brought him on earth is to destroy the works of the devil. So we are ready for him. We are ready. So now I want to give a microphone to everyone to introduce him or herself to you before we do what has brought us here. I'll start from the left.
My name is Sematimba Ethan, primary 6.
My name is Abigail Kali in primary 6.
My name is Musigwa Shadrach in primary 7.
My name is Nsubga Rowena, primary 6.
Yes, the primary 6 children are here to advise. Can they give advice to candidates, children that are above them? Yes, they can. They can, because God can use any that is willing to be used. A lot is going on around the world. You've had people getting pregnant. You've had people running away from their homes. You've had children doing drugs. We've had a lot. Why do we think this happens? Haven't the parents done their work? Haven't the teachers done theirs too? What causes this? We need to hear from these children, and I don't want to waste their time. I want to begin with Mr. Ethan Sematimba.
I'm here this afternoon I am here this afternoon to advise the primary 7 leavers on what to do during their vacation. The primary 7 leavers should avoid loitering around. In case you are sent to buy something from the shop, go back home straight away. If you stay loitering, you can easily be abducted or killed. Secondly, you should help your parents in the chores at home. Don't leave the chores for your parents because they have paid your school fees for these 7 years. At least you can pay them back by working, like sweeping the compound, mopping the house, and taking care of your siblings at home. I advise you to start up small businesses so that you can earn some money that you can use as your pocket money in secondary level. Stay home, stay safe.
There's something before you give the microphone to this beautiful lady. You've told us that you don't want these children to loiter. It is bad. Where are they going to work? Where do they want them to work? Because you've talked about money.
I want them to work in businesses that don't need them to go away from home, like roasting groundnuts and selling them to nearby shops.
Where are they going to sell them? Won't they move away from their homes?
They will, but they will not go as far as possible.
Okay. Let's hear from the next speaker.
I'm going to advise primary 7 leavers on what to do during the vacation. First, they should not think that they have completed education or they are mature. Second, they should help their parents at home in cleaning and cooking. Third, they should be God-fearing and respect everyone. Lastly, parents, you should be supportive and you should counsel your children so that you can promote the friendship between you and your children. Thank you.
Before you give the microphone to the next person, I really need to know, you need to throw some light. What do you mean by respecting?
Like
A child there knows that greeting the mother in the morning, kneeling when he or she is greeting his parent, that is what we call respect. What do you mean by respect?
respect is not that you should greet and kneel, not only that, but the way you
Speak louder than that.
respond to your parents. Let's assume your parent has asked you something and you think you're mature and you say, I know that's bad. And
Yeah,
it's
so
rude."
you think these children, you mean that some of them think that they are mature now because they've completed one level, they've completed class 7, and they think they are above the world. They are
Yes.
above their parents. Continue talking about that. Because
Yes.
you know better, you're a child, you know how you do your things.
To what you've learned through the primary, you now know that you know everything across the world, but which is wrong. You should respect everyone because you've not yet learned anything.
Okay. Next person.
I'm going to advise my fellow 7 leavers on what to do during their vacation. Firstly, you should keep on praying to God because there is nothing possible without prayer. We've heard a lot from our parents that we should pray because God is the source of all that we need. Secondly, we should help our parents with the house chores so that we can help them to reduce on the work they have to do at home, because all these 7 years you've been at school, they've been the one doing the housework, so you have to help them during their vacation. And also, lastly, this goes to the parents. Parents, you should guide your children on how to behave in the society to enable your children to be valuable to the society. Thank you.
Before you hand it over to the next person, you've been talking about God, but there's a person like Mwesigwa who has never gone to church. He has been to school for all these years. At home, they don't talk about God. They've never gone to church together, or they've never gone to the mosque. Do you think this is the right time for that person to learn it alone by himself?
Well, it's not that the child should learn it alone, but the parents should also get involved in nurturing their children's spiritual life. And also the parents should go with their children to their places of worship to be able to enable the children to know more about their spiritual life and what to do, like what more about their religion.
So this is an opportunity. That's what I've learned from the speakers, that this is an opportunity that we have to utilize. Teaching our children morals, that is very, very important, because most of the time these children have been away from home. Some of them have been boarders, and others are always there with you, but they have to study, they have to read. You've got a special place for your child. Go and read. She has a room for herself where she keeps herself busy reading books. Now that this time she or he is a bit free, utilize that opportunity and teach your child morals. Teach him what is right and what is wrong. Yeah, in other words, talk to this child about God. And then I know your child will not give you trouble. Am I right? Yes, I am. Yeah, you have the microphone, lovely daughter.
I'm here to advise the primary 7 leavers across the country or the world on what to do during their vacation. These primary 7 leavers should always believe in God, because God comes first in everything. Secondly, these primary 7 leavers should be guided or counseled by their parents that they should not involve themselves into sexual activities like homosexuality, involving themselves into sexual intercourse, and very many other bad habits. And also, these primary 7 leavers should join good peer groups instead of joining bad peer groups that may teach them bad habits like smoking, drinking of alcohol, and many other bad activities.
Thank you. Mother, you are there, you're listening. Daddy, you're there. Because there are these people who pamper their kids and they say, no, time has come for my child to rest. The child has been so busy all the time, and these teachers, have given my children very hard time. Now this is the right time for my child to walk. This is the right time for my child to get friends around, to know other people, to do ABCD. You are being warned. Yeah, you're being warned. There's something I want to put across. Mr. Ethan, now the child has come back home. Don't you think he has to rest? The child has been busy all the time. They wake up early in the morning, do the morning preps, attend the first and the last lesson. He's the same person. He comes home. Some of them go home when they are very tired. Don't you think they have to sleep? They have to rest?
A vacation,
What do you say about that?
I say a vacation isn't all about resting, because your parents work for almost the whole day earning the money to pay your school fees. Should also work in return, but not work a lot for the whole day also. Should work helping them in the minor chores at home.
Then I want to ask the next person. That's Kali. There's also working. The child has come back home. Peter has come back home to rest because it's holiday. Things have been so, very tough. Things have been very tough at school, as you know. Teacher Sylvia needs you. You have to hand in the book for marking. Did you do this? Their papers are like papers. And then the child comes back home. You've talked about chores. And then the mother says, yeah, this is an opportunity for me. An opportunity has shown up. What I have to do is to make this child work. She has to fetch water. She has to do the dishes. Has to wash all the clothes. She has to take care of the small siblings. She has to go out there and do this and that. What do you talk about that? Because you came to help.
The thing is, not that children know their chores. First of all, they can come from school when they don't know it. So parents, you should help their children. You do the work together. Or you give your children little work to do. Not that you give your children hard tasks to do, like you need to take care of your young siblings, you need to wash the dishes, and all the chores are yours. No, that's not allowed, and it's not good.
It's not good. Parents who are there, these ones are here on behalf of those who leaving school. They are telling you it's not a good idea for you to stress your child. Tell her, do this, do that. The child has been in school. And that's why some children run away from home, because of that too much work. They are given hard tasks. You have to do this. Let me find this done. If you don't do it, then you're going to face very rough time. Things of that kind. No. So what do you talk about these tasks? Is it good? Is it okay? Is it fine to do all the work? Then you tell the maids. There are some homes that tell the maids to leave because these children have come back. And so they have to do all the work. Is it right?
Well, it's not right, because even when the children have been at school for long and the parents have been doing all this housework alone, the parents are not supposed to leave it all with the children, because it's not good in a way that these children are going to get very tired. At a time they have to rest, but not to get lazy during their rest. They have to rest at a limited time. But it's not right for them to do all the housework.
Thank you. And this question goes to Rowena. I've had children that have been given freedom, because we need freedom from our parents. Teachers have not given us freedom, as you've seen, because they want to pass. We want to pass our exams. We want to excel in our academics. So we have to read. We have to read. We have to read and read, as you've seen. Now, when it comes to a vacation or holiday, we are at home. What do you talk about? Watching TV, your dad buying for you a laptop to play games, or a phone, things of that kind. What do you talk about that?
It's not bad to give a child a laptop, a phone, but it's bad for a child to use that phone in another way around. So many children in Uganda use their phones badly, like watching bad movies, seeing naked people on the internet, which is not good.
Okay, so what would you advise parents who are out there? A 4-year-old child already has a phone, and because we need freedom from our parents, we feel this is the right time for us to be loved. We need to know that our parents love us, and so they have to give us whatever we need, and this is the time. What do you have to say about that?
Well, it's not good to give a child a lot of freedom, because a child may use that freedom for granted, meaning that you've allowed them to go out at night, go hang out with friends, and many other bad things. And it's also good to give a child a phone or a laptop at the right age. Like after senior 6, you may give a child a phone, but not giving a child a phone at the age of 4 years.
Okay. Do you have anything to say about those gadgets?
I would like to say that those gadgets, if they are used carefully, they are not going to do any harm to the child. Because if the parent puts in parental guidance or helps the child as he's using the phone, the child cannot access bad apps like TikTok.
Right. Because I remember there's a child. For me, I don't know much about this TikTok, because as one of our friends has said, that people misuse things and so they become bad when they are good. So if you have your phone and you know how to use it, when to use it. I had a child, I saw this person was sharing with me that he was given a phone. The parent bought a phone for her after her senior 6. Then when it was time for her to do household chores, as we've been saying, the child had to be on his phone, spend all his time, because we become addicted to these things. So what she did, she used the phone. She used the phone in a wrong time. She was supposed to do some work or something else, and then he decided to do the opposite, and so he lost her phone. Her phone was crashed. Somebody shut on her phone, and then she lost it. Though it wasn't so good, but then we need to know when to use our phones and how to use them. Madam, what do you say about that?
Parents, you should set up some timetables at home. Like you say, when you wake up, do some chores, take the breakfast, you give the children limited time to use their gadgets. And the other thing, you should put the passwords for the parental guidance, because some children are like resistant. They can tend to move the passwords and they do what they want. So parents, you should be so strict on your children.
Yes, these children are telling us what exactly they do. They do when they are alone there. Just listen and you'll be able to know. They know they have a lot. They know what their friends do. They know what they also do. And so they have a lot to share with you. We have some children have been exposed to so many vices, especially when they are given phones. That is when they see people who are naked, as one of the speakers said. Those who are naked, those who are, there's a lot, and this child will want to discover. Let me try to discover, why is this done? What is next? They are so inquisitive. They want to know. And sometimes you're not there to guide them. And then you find yourself learning a lot. These have been very, very bad teachers. Very bad teachers. These phones have been very bad teachers. What do you say about that?
Parents should teach their children to make a to-do list, a list that has the activity that the child is going to do and at what time the child is going to do it. And also, parents should monitor their children while they are using their phones or laptops. And I do not advise the parents to leave the children with these phones when they are not around, because there the child might use that as an advantage, which is not right, to watch what's not right.
But we have maids at home who also have phones. You're not at home, and this maid that you left behind has a phone that he will leave there. What am I going to do? I've been very strict. I don't allow my children, even the visitor, even the people at the neighborhood have phones. Even on TV. On TV, what is shown there, you can't deceive me that it's all right. What do you have to say about that? And the child has come back. She wants to discover, he wants to see, and then such things happen at the same time.
Well, the parent can put some security cameras that the parent can use to monitor the child in the house. And also, in most cases, the parent can go outing with the child so as to prevent the child from getting exposed to these other devices that have wrong information for the child.
That's very important. That's very right. Parents who are able to move out with your children, don't leave them behind. If you're able to take your children where you work and teach them how to do things, how to make money, because some of them think that, they just put roses on the table and then they eat. No, you have to work hard. You have to sweat, because it's written in the holy book. We have to sweat first and then eat. So let the child also know what you go through. You've gone through a lot when this child is not aware. So I think it could be a very good idea for you to move with your child. Go together if it's possible. And then talk to him as you move. Yes, we are still talking. I want to ask a question. I have a friend of mine. No, I have a child that was told to go to church. And then we go together. Maybe we go together, and there's a certain person who, let me say, is a minister in the church. Someone respectable. He talks to the children, or in Sunday school. And then you happen to find this person on the way when you're going to the well to fetch water. And this person tells you, we have Bible study. Could you please come and attend? But it was not announced. Officially, he tells you, please come to my office. I need you. What do you say about that? Will you go? What will you do?
I will not go, because I think that those are temptations from the devil. I can't believe that someone may call me on the road and tell me that there are Bible studies, and they were not, and it was not announced to the public. I think maybe that person wants to defile me, rape me, or other stuff.
Yes, because we've discovered that even big people. Are you aware that even big people do such things?
Yes, I'm aware, because we've read the newspapers, and we've seen that young girls at age of 9 years get pregnant, and they have nothing to do. They just move on along with their pregnancy.
Okay. Which means that these big people that we have to respect can also go astray. What do you talk about that, Kali? You said we must respect our elders. But then somebody calls you, come to my house. What are you going to do? Someone respectable.
First of all, you should be aware of people you be with, the people you respect. Yes, you should respect everyone, but there's respect that, like, when someone tells you to go somewhere and you don't know the person, please don't go.
You know the person is your uncle. Your uncle and biological uncle, and he tells you, come to my office, I need you. He closes the door and things of that kind. What are we going to do?
First of all, once you're called, you should know who is there and how many people are there.
Okay.
Not that your dad will call you when he's in the sitting room alone and you go. No, that's not allowed.
I don't have anything to add to this, because people, the world has been, twisted. It has been twisted. People that we used to respect are the ones that are doing things which are silly. We don't know what to do. What are we going to do? And we just have to be very careful. And even the friends. What do you talk about the friends at the neighborhood? Friends that are older, friends that look smart. When you look at the outward appearance, wow, you say, yeah, I have to go with this person. What do you say about that?
Before you befriend someone, you should first know their acts, the way they conduct themselves. Not behaving like as if they don't care about their bodies.
You say the person that takes care of his body, the person that respects himself, you mean to say? Yes, who are these friends? Who are the people that have to be our friends?
The people that have to be our friends, before you make friends with anyone, you must have known about the deeds of this person, and so with that you'll be able to trust this person to be your friend. But you shouldn't trust that person at that very moment, like to allow that person to be your friend too much, yet you've just met that person. You should first know like how the person behaves, what the person does in that person's time, and then that's when you can decide to either make friends or not.
Yes, it's very, very important. We too, because we've taught you several times to get hung up with friends that are constructive, people that have good ideas, people that have, values. Because the Bible says that a bad company corrupts good morals. That is why you need to be very careful. Who are these friends? Who is this person that I'm bringing into my life? Because there are people who are going to pull you down. We want to close, but we want you to talk to the parents also.
I'm here to guide the parents on what to do with their primary 7 leavers during their vacation. These parents should always work with their children, tell them what to do, tell them what is right or what is wrong. Like they should tell their children, no, this is wrong. Don't go to so and so's house. You shouldn't sleep outside the house. You should not go to someone's place without permission. These parents should also know that their children are grown up, but they should not give them too much freedom.
Right? We are now your advice goes to the parents.
I advise the parents that since your children have got this vacation, I advise you to nurture your children's spiritual life, to teach the children more about the Bible, more about Christianity or Islam, any of your religion. And I also advise the parents to teach their children to do housework, to do all the other chores that they might not know.
Yes, it's very important for us to engage our children. I believe these children have been busy all the time. Some of them have been boarders. This is the right time. The children have been going back to school, even when it is holiday. Now this is the time for you to discover the child's talents. This is the time for you, and not only P7 leavers, not only P7 vacations, but even those who are coming. There are some classes that we've left out. They are also coming. It's a very long holiday, which means that we have to try our level best to talk to our children, all of them, and discover what they know. Because God created a lot. They have a lot of stuff that we haven't discovered yet. Your advice to the parents?
Parents, you should not send your children away from home, because a parent may tend to say, I've educated you from baby till primary 7. Now you're old enough. Go look for a business and start working for your
Yes.
for your school fees. No, that's not allowed, because your child can get addicted to the money and the child will run mad by the money. Yes, we should P7 candidates should work, but they shouldn't be paid like getting a salary. They should earn a little pay. And parents, you should also like counsel your children so that they don't do bad.
Yes, because they are still growing and they need to hear from you. Guidance comes from the parents. You are the right people that these children need to hear. They want to hear your voice, so you have the right information for these children. If you don't talk to them today, then I don't know when. Your message to the parents?
I would like to advise the parents to teach their children basic life skills like making the home budget, what they are going to buy and what they need, so that they can save money, so that they can use for future use. Also, I would like the parents to teach their children how to survive without them at home, like when they have gone for an important ceremony.
You've cut it short. Finish it. Like which one?
Like a burial ceremony,
Hmm.
a marriage ceremony.
What do you want them to do? To move with them and see and learn? What do you want them to do?
You can move with them, but there is a time when the child doesn't know anything about the function and starts causing chaos around.
Okay. That is why you need to move out with these people whenever it is necessary, so that they don't mess up. Yeah, that is very important. I like that. We want to come to the end of this session, and I'm sure next time these children will come back, maybe in a lower class, from a lower class. And let me hope you've picked something out of all this that has been said. Parents who are there, I don't want to tell you that these are the people that know much or they know a lot, but this is the little that they know that I had to share with you. Take this information and use it out there, because these are children and they are talking to their fellow children. A lot is going on, and we don't want our children to disappear. We don't want them to perish. We don't want them to get lost. We want them to be very important people in this nation, in this world. So we must handle them with care. A child that is there, that has been listening to us, and those who will hear us later, you have to know that you were created for a reason, for a purpose that you have to fulfill. So take the right path, and heed every piece of advice from the people around you. You're not tortured, you're not mistreated, but you are being guided. I want you to say, greet your parents, and then we leave the floor.
I would like to say hi to my mom and dad. Anywhere you are, I believe that God is with you and will help you live a happy life.
Thank you very much for listening to us. Thank them, because they are.
Thank you for listening to us, and may God bless you abundantly.
Okay. Wind up, and we go.
I would like to tell my mom and dad, hello. I believe you're here listening to me and you're very happy. And I would like to tell the people listening to us, thank you very much. May God bless you.
I would like to say hi to mom and dad and whoever is watching me out there. And I would like to ask God to give you a happy life and to give you more and more blessings. And also to all the people that have listened to us, I would like to thank you so much for sparing your time to listen to us.
When you say you would like, that means something is hindering you from doing it.
Thank you, my parents, for being supportive by bringing me to such a school that teaches me different things that are happening in the country. And I would also like to thank the fans who are watching us as we educate the primary 7 leavers and other candidates. Thank you for being supportive, and thank you for watching us. May God keep on blessing you.
Wow. My name is Teacher Sylvia. Don't forget, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher in a primary school. I've taught millions of people. And people ask me, why are you still in that profession? I was born for this, and I feel I still have a lot to share with you. And let me hope you've enjoyed this, little children who are there. Thank you for being supportive, and we're requesting. This is a humble request. Please subscribe. Subscribe